Well, hello there, and welcome to episode 10 of DDLC, or episode 2, depends on how you look at it, because yes, I did start over in a sense. But let's get started immediately. Last time, where did I actually left off? Oh yeah, I sold my soul for a cupcake. Again. Without further ado, I need that save. I don't care. Oh yeah. You're... okay. That happened. Yes. I'm just gonna go further and who knows, maybe some new artwork or something is here, it's gonna appear. That's the main reason I actually restarted it. And if you didn't know that, go watch previous episode. I explain it there more. But without further ado, let's get started. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As I already mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. I hope my voice doesn't die. So, Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Oh!
Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my finger, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaky glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It sounds like
I thought I heard that somewhere before.
made them for you or anything.
Huh? I thought you technically did, so you're sad.
Well, maybe. But not for you, you know, you dummy.
This is basically for me a trip down memory lane. And I love it. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismisses the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess.
don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to crush you.
That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know... I believe you.
And she's so damn cute still.
Well, tea and reading might not be the best time for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So, what makes you consider the literary club?
I was afraid of this question. Well, we got directly in by Shiori, so here I am. I forgot that this sentence never came up. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically tracked here by Shiori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet. And Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Litter Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decide to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader.
You're also not in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. There it goes again. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yay!
We'll do our best.
You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why we're also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. So I still don't really know if I can keep up with our level of enthusiasm about literature. So, MC, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, consider how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to himself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looked like she wanted to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well,
Fuck.
well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it is obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, you might as well be having a conversation with a rock. A rock can actually be a very good conversationalist, though.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you.
I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
Oh, why is that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about your things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you just do is just as cute as you are.
Sayuri slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulder.
I'm not cute.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes?
No.
Natsuki averted her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how you feel, Natsuki. How Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open to your readers. Exposing vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay, I have an idea for one.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do that. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, MC?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forward with what has been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sorry, may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made a decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lost my train of thought. All four girls staring back at me with dejected eyes.
But...
I'm sorry, I thought...
MC...
You all... I am defenseless against these girls. I feel him. Oh, this brings back memories. And yes, I feel defenseless too. I'm weak for this. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing posts is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes! I'm so happy!
Sarah wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
I think everyone would be super pissed, no matter what.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literary club.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting, so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
MC, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, MC, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right, Sayuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayuri, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have to chance to grow close to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay, I do know for a fact now that... Okay, I know a bit already because my previous episodes about this, but I really want Yuri's to sort of chubby spread, chubby sticker, or whatever it's correctly called, to jump up a lot. But anyway, I'm actually gonna save it, and yes. And I hope you will have a nice day, or whatever the time it might is for you. Goodbye. Well, actually that was completely messed up. The outro. Anyway, I'm gonna end it here. Goodbye.